Welcome to the Ether Journal, a collection of reflections on movement, mindset, and lifestyle. I'm Kari, the founder and owner of Ether Wellness, located in downtown Madison, Wisconsin, and a women's strength and embodiment coach. In these conversations, I share thoughts and practical tools to help you build strength, find balance, and create a life that feels more aligned. I hope it encourages you to slow down, reconnect with yourself, and move through life with a little more intention. Let's dive in. Consistency, the quiet power behind lasting change. When we think about building a healthy, fulfilling life, it's easy to get swept up in the highlight reels, the big milestones, the dramatic transformations, the all-or-nothing mindsets. But the truth is, lasting change is rooted not in perfection or intensity, but in consistency. Consistency, even more specifically, flexible consistency, is the quiet force behind every sustainable wellness journey. It's the thread that weaves together strength, balance, and connection. The exact pillars what I build everything on at Ether Wellness. Yet consistency often feels elusive. Life is busy, motivation ebbs and flows, hormones shift, seasons change. So how do we actually stay consistent in our wellness practices, fitness routines, self-care habits in the real world? Not just an idea or desire. Let's dive deeper into why it matters so much for women's fitness, health, and overall well-being, and how to approach it realistically. In a culture obsessed with fast results, it's tempting to believe that a big burst of effort, like a 30-day challenge, a crash diet, a hardcore workout streak, is the key to transformation. But real wellness isn't built in sprints. It's built in steady, intentional, aligned choices we make day after day. When you show up for yourself consistently, even in small ways, you build momentum. Tiny actions compound. A 20-minute walk a few days a week strengthens your heart. Gentle strength training 2 to 3 times a week builds lean muscle and supports hormone health. Daily breath work calms your nervous system and helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol. Consistency allows your body and mind to adapt gradually, creating changes that last rather than burning out in the cycles of extremes. Wellness isn't just about physical health. It's about how we feel in our bodies, how we manage stress, and how we tune in to our inner needs. Consistent practices like functional fitness, mindful movement, yoga, and breath work strengthen the mind-body connection, helping you stay grounded and resilient even in the face of life's ups and downs. When you consistently listen to your body's cues, like hunger, rest, energy levels, emotional needs, you cultivate trust and alignment, and that is powerful. For women especially, consistency plays a crucial role in hormone balance. Regular, moderate exercise supports stable blood sugar levels, cortisol regulation, healthy estrogen and progesterone rhythms. Consistency with nutrient-dense meals, sleep routines, and stress management helps buffer the hormonal fluctuations of menstruation, pregnancy, perimenopause, and beyond. When I talk about hormone-friendly living at Ether Wellness, I'm talking about sustainable habits, not quick fixes. And that starts with flexible consistency. And one of the biggest barriers to consistency is unrealistic expectations. It's not about being perfect every day. It's about doing something most days, even if it's smaller, gentler, or different than what you planned. Here's what consistency often looks like in real life. Some weeks you'll hit all your planned workouts. Other weeks, you may take walks and stretches instead, and that's okay. Some days you'll meal prep beautiful, nourishing meals, and other days you'll grab something simple, but you're still fueling your body. Some mornings you'll meditate and journal. Other mornings might be a few deep breaths before you check your email. Consistency is flexible, not rigid. It's about returning to your practices again and again, not pushing yourself through when life gets messy. So let's get practical. If you're struggling to stay consistent or you're looking to strengthen your habits, here are 6 strategies that I share with clients at Ether Wellness. Number 1, Align with your values and make it enjoyable. You're more likely to stay consistent when your habits align with what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, does this support the kind of life I want to live? Does it reflect who I want to be? Does it make me feel good in my body and my mind? And just as importantly, do I enjoy it? Movement, mindfulness, and nourishment shouldn't feel like a punishment. When you choose practices that light you up and feel aligned, consistency becomes a form of self-expression, not obligation. And if you haven't done so already, I invite you to explore my Discover Your Values practice, which is found in the link below this video. Number 2, start small and stay small if you need to. When building new habits, smaller is better. A 10-minute walk, 5 minutes of stretching, 1 glass of water added to your day. These things might seem insignificant, but they're powerful. And why? Because they're doable. And when something feels doable, you're far more likely to keep doing it. In strength training for women, for example, I often encourage starting with 2 full body sessions a week instead of jumping into a 5-day split. It's sustainable, and sustainability breeds consistency. Number 3, anchor habits to your existing routine. One of the easiest ways to build a new habit is to anchor it into something that you're already doing. This is called habit stacking, and it's incredibly effective. For example, stretch for 5 minutes after brushing your teeth. Meditate for 2 minutes while your morning coffee or tea is brewing. Add a handful of greens to your lunch each day. Go to the gym on your way to work or on the way home. The less you have to think about when and where to do these habits, the more likely it is going to stick. Number 4, focus on systems and make devotion easy. Willpower and motivation are unreliable, especially when life gets stressful or hormones fluctuate. And the word discipline can sometimes feel a little too masculine or militant, so I invite you to explore to using the word devotion instead, and not relying heavily on motivation, but to build a system that supports your wellness goals. Set up a recurring workout in your calendar, pack your gym bag the night before, prep simple, nourishing snacks to start off the week. These simple systems reduce frictions and make it easier to follow through. And then honor those systems and commitments you've made to yourself, one small action at a time. That's what devotion really is, showing up with intention even when it's not convenient. A doable but flexible routine makes it far easier to stay consistent even on the hard days. Number 5, track your progress, but keep it light. Tracking it can help reinforce consistency, but it doesn't have to be complicated. A simple checklist, a habit tracker, a journaling practice can give you a visual reminder of your efforts and bring in awareness. Celebrate the small wins, no matter how small. Over time, you'll build up that evidence that you are consistent, and that is incredibly inspirational. Number 6, give yourself grace. Consistency, again, does not mean rigidity. Life throws you curveballs, 6 days, busy seasons, unexpected stress. The goal isn't to never miss a day. It's to return to your habits as soon as you can. Compassion is a crucial part of consistency, and when you treat yourself with grace instead of judgment, you're much more likely to get back on track and stay there. So now let's break this down even further. Here's how consistency can support key areas of women's fitness and holistic health. For movement and strength training, consistency with movement isn't just about working out more. It's about moving in ways that honor your body and life cycle. Hormone-friendly movement might include strength training, yoga, Pilates, walking, or mobility work, done consistently, not over-aggressively. Strength training for women in particular. is most effective when practiced consistently over time. It supports bone density, lean muscle mass, metabolism, and hormone health. All essential at every stage of life, but especially from perimenopause to postmenopause. Nutrition and nourishment. Consistency in nutrition doesn't mean counting calories. It means prioritizing nutrient-dense whole foods most of the time while leaving room for flexibility and enjoyment. I encourage you to focus on balanced meals, mindful eating, and listening to your body's hunger and fullness cues. Over time, these consistent practices lead to better digestion, stable energy levels, and improved hormonal regulation. Mindfulness and stress management. The benefits of mindfulness, meditation, and breathwork come not from occasional deep dives, but from, you guessed it, consistent daily practice. Just a few minutes a day can regulate your nervous system, lower cortisol, and create greater emotional resilience. Whether it's a morning journaling habit, an evening wind-down ritual, consistency in mindfulness supports both mental and physical health. So if you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or inconsistent with your wellness journey, know this. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do it all at once. You just have to listen, adjust, and keep coming back. Keep returning. And know that I am here for you to support you in creating a wellness routine that feels sustainable, nourishing, and aligned with your life, not someone else's idea of what your life should look like. Again, whether it's building strength, finding balance in your nutrition, reconnecting with your body through hormone-friendly movements, simply creating space to breathe, consistency is the quiet power that moves you forward. And the best part? You can start today. Small steps, gentle commitment, deep transformation. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, my friend.